In the advanced landscape of SEO, the primary focus shifts from identifying keywords to interpreting the user's underlying purpose. This transition from what is the user typing to what is the user trying to accomplish marks the foundation of search intent modeling. Here, the theoretical framework is the multidimensional intent model. The multidimensional intent model acknowledges the complexity of searcher motivations beyond traditional classifications. While foundational SEO identifies intents as informational, navigational, and transactional, sophisticated approaches dissect them further. Informational intent denotes the searcher's quest for a specific piece of information or broader understanding. Navigational intent signals the desire to reach a particular digital endpoint, often branded or service-related. Commercial investigation sits between information seeking and purchasing, when a searcher is evaluating and comparing products, signaling purchase consideration but not immediate action. Transactional intent reveals the searcher's readiness to complete a transaction, such as buying a product or enrolling in a service. A significant challenge arises when a keyword embodies fractured intent, when the same query could mean divergent things to different users. For instance, a term like Jaguar could refer to the animal, the car brand, or even a sports team. Search engines mitigate this ambiguity by delivering a diversified result page that samples content addressing all plausible interpretations. This practice, hedging the SERP, allows behavioral feedback to clarify dominant intent and drive future optimizations. Complementing intent classification are behavioral signals, the data points that search engines use to refine rankings in real time. Click-through rate, CTR, acts as an initial trust signal, whereby a higher CTR indicates that the search snippet aligns well with user curiosity or intent. Dwell time follows, measuring the actual engagement, how long users spend on a page before returning to search results. A high dwell time often corresponds with comprehensive, value-driven content. On the opposite end is pogo sticking, when users quickly exit and return to the search results after selecting a listing. Persistent pogo sticking is the clearest behavioral indicator that content failed to satisfy the user's intent. Beyond explicit queries, search engines are increasingly sophisticated in assessing implicit intent, leveraging contextual signals absent from the typed search. Location data allows engines to interpret otherwise generic queries. ATM at midnight in a city center is handled differently than during business hours in a suburb. Device usage introduces urgency and format considerations. Mobile searches frequently reflect needs for immediacy and concise answers. Historical behavior and personalized data further refine the SERP, as search history and past click patterns subtly guide what results are considered most relevant for each individual. The strategic imperative is intent mapping. For each target keyword, an effective SEO practitioner dissects the live SERP to discern what search engines project as the dominant intent. This involves qualitative SERP analysis. If the top results are predominantly product roundups and comparative reviews, competing with a purely informational resource is likely to underperform. Aligning the content structure, format, and delivery method with the inferred searcher expectation maximizes both ranking potential and user satisfaction. Ultimately, successful intent modeling and behavioral SEO hinge on continuous feedback. Monitor ranking shifts, behavioral engagement, and adapt content to intersect at the convergence of searcher purpose and algorithmic preference.